Good morning, Wanderers. It's Sunday. It's time for the Sunday One Take. A little bit different today downstairs in the nest because we're getting ready to do some recordings for this coming week. Looking forward to putting out some new videos. Got a new series coming out for you where we're going to review some other travel videos, and we're going to participate in that pastime that I think everybody who watches travel videos likes to do.
We
and
all have
that's
opinions.
making fun of them and wondering why are they doing what they're doing. And I forgot to put my headphones on, so this is a one take, so we're just going to put that in there. Okay, so we're in that favorite time of year, just about to end, at least for my favorite time of year. That's when, as you see, we have football, we have baseball, we have soccer. I'm not a big basketball fan, but it is going on right now, at least for the pros. But that's all happening at one time, sometimes multiple times in a day. But for Laura, favorite time of year, Halloween is next week. And that means that Christmas decorations. Oh, sorry, it's this week. That's right, it's this week. So the Halloween decorations are up. You've seen those outside on one of our other ones, but then that means Christmas decorations are about to occur. But my question for today, a couple of things really came up in my mind today. The question for today really is, what kind of travel are you? Are you the kind of traveler who wants a ton of lead time? Like you need, if you're going to take a cruise, you're planning your late 2026 cruise, like 6 months or more down the line. And I'm not talking about for reasons of payment. Like I get that, right? Everything's expensive, and maybe you want a lot of extra time in order to pay for it. Totally understandable. That's one thing. But a lot of people just like that extra time in order to plan. And we'll talk about that. Or are you the kind of person that I could say, here's a last minute deal. It's cruising this coming Saturday. That would be the Saturday next, right?
Right.
Or the Saturday. Okay. I always say that Saturday next is not this Saturday, but the Saturday following. That makes no sense to me. But we're talking about the Saturday coming up in 6 days.
Yes.
So if I told you
November 1st.
Yeah. Could you travel then? Are you the kind of traveler that could do that? Or would that just give you so much anxiety you wouldn't be able to do it?
I think it depends on the trip. If we're talking a long weekend, I can be packed in 20 minutes, text the kids out the door. I am way more spontaneous than you. I'm the one that says, hey, let's go to Chicago for the weekend. I want a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the one who.
But you're the person who says that and does none of the planning.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you just present the ideas, and then somebody else, me, has to come for fulfillment.
That's great traveling partners, right? One has the
idea. You're utilizing
the other
a travel
one.
advisor, right? You're utilizing myself as a travel advisor, not as you, to make your plans happen. And that's what a lot of people should do. And I'm not just talking about our empty nesters out there, because, we are empty nesters. That doesn't mean you don't have other responsibilities. Very often you have to be back from a short trip like that, you're saying, in order to get grandkids off to certain schools. And so I'm also talking to the people who have kids, to the empty nesters. I mean, I get it. There are responsibilities, but some can be dropped right away. And that's, again, not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, how does it make you feel? Are you so anxious, or is it control? Is it a control thing if you're a 6 month plus traveler that you just need to have control over everything? And along with that, I wonder, why are you not using someone like a travel advisor to make that happen? Is it that you have to have control over everything? Because obviously you can give your travel advisor a lot of ideas. There's a lot of things that they can work through for you. I want to use this as an example. We get a lot of people, and I see a lot of new travel agents on our travel advisors agents. It's really not a difference on our community site, and they'll be talking about, somebody came to me with an Expedia price. How do I beat that? Well, you can't always. Mm-hmm. That's really not the function of your travel advisor. And folks, if you don't know this, I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret. Yeah, they sometimes can get you better rates, but that isn't really the primary function. Primary function number one is to take the work off of you. You feed them what you want to do, like you do. Hey, I want to go to Chicago and have a hot dog, which we have done. Mm-hmm. Or I want to go to Baltimore and attend the Seafood Fest and then come back, which we have done, all in one day. Well, not both in the same day, but independent days. So your travel advisor can make that happen. We had when I used to travel all the time, the company booking site was actually an Expedia. I don't want to say a front, but that's what they use in the background. So it was labeled something else. I won't say what, but when people would book their travel on it, it was Expedia. And those of us who traveled all the time, of course, we preferred to book directly with the sites. And now we didn't use travel advisors for a variety of reasons. It was business travel, although you can do that. And this is what I saw. I went one time with a group to Montana for a work, and I had booked directly through Hilton, and they had booked through our company's site, which was then Expedia in the background. Well, when we got there, they had a problem. And guess who the hotel told them who to call?
That third
They told them to call Expedia, right?
That could care less.
They're like, we have no control over this. This is not us. You know, go talk to Expedia. And they did not offer them any assistance whatsoever. And, you know, that's one of the advantages is like, do you want to call Expedia when you have a problem and there's, who knows who you're going to get a hold of, right? Will they be available? There's lots of different agents, and we all understand what it's like when you call customer service and you get that one person who goes by the book and they don't know very much. And then you call back maybe 2, 3 times, you're getting the same kind of runaround. And you finally get that one person who's like, oh, well, I'll just do this, this, and this. And you're like, well, why couldn't somebody just do that the first time? I mean, there's a variety of reasons that doesn't happen, but your advisor, you call them directly and they take care of it. And the other thing that advisors can do for you is, yes, they may not be able to get you the rate that Expedia gets you, because that's like that bottom discounted, no problem rate. You get no frills with it, but you know what? It's cheap, and I get why people want it. But it's like we talked about that no frill airlines. Like, what happens if something goes wrong? And in this day and age, a lot can go wrong. And like we're looking at right now with everything that's going on in the crazy world here, with a lot of delays in that caused by shortages in the air traffic control towers. So there's just a lot going on with that budget rate is going to cause you a problem. Like, what if you aren't going to arrive on time?
And no one wants to start their vacation with a problem.
And so let's say that you get delayed and you book through that Expedia and you're going to be, you know, really late in the night. So you call the hotel. They may or may not do something for you because, again, you book through Expedia. And I'm not saying Expedia is bad. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've booked an Expedia in the past, but I understand.
Before we knew better.
Well, before we knew better, but also, we were focused on price, and I get that. But I didn't understand what could happen if something went wrong. And when you only travel once and every so often, like you do your one vacation, you hope that it doesn't go wrong on that trip. And maybe that trip will go fine. And if you travel a lot, problems are just part of the game. You understand that problems are going to happen. Like when I was on the road all the time for work, problems happen, delays happen, lost luggage happens. It's just a numbers game at that point when it's going to happen to you. So your advisor, besides being able to do all the work for you, they can also sometimes get you perks that even if you go through Expedia, you can't get. And that sometimes is extras at a resort, or room credits on a cabin or a cabin credit on a cruise, which is not going to happen through Expedia. So it's sometimes those little extra perks that they can get you besides doing all the planning for you and taking all that off of you that you're not going to get if you book through the Expedias. And so again, back to the question though, your advisor can help you with either those first of all, the last minutes. They can definitely push those last minute deals, make you aware of them that you may not be able to find shopping on your own, just trolling on the internet, because that's a lot of looking. Those last minute deals can tend to go really quickly. And by the time you might fall upon that site, it'll say available because no one's taken down that webpage. But then when you go to book it, sorry, not available anymore. Right. That can happen with your travel advisor too, if they give you the deal and you're like, well, let me get back to you. So sometimes your advisor can hold that for 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes they can't. And look, they're not the only advisor letting their people know about it. They can go quickly. So you got to be prepared. But what does the feeling give you? Like if you can travel last minute, does that mean you're carefree? Does that mean you just trust another person? Or if you need 6 months or longer, not because of cost, but because of feel, is it because is it a control issue? Do you not have confidence that someone else will get you everything that you want? Understand that an advisor can kind of show you everything that you want to see, and you don't have to pay for it. I mean, you could always put down a deposit, of course, but if you wait too long, it could be gone. And I know that you want to tell the story about when we looking at cabins in Gatlinburg once, and I saw one and we were good with it. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just check a few other sites. And I go and we're like, oh no, that was the best one. And I'm not talking probably an hour later. And we come, not minutes, but probably an hour. And we come back around and that cabin's gone. And we had to go for something. I mean, it was a perfectly nice cabin that we wound up with, but it wasn't the one that I put a hold on, or I didn't put a hold on it. I said, well, let me go look somewhere else. So the question for you today, folks, is which kind of traveler are you? Can you be a last minute traveler, or does that just give you too much anxiety? Or are you a person who, regardless of what you're going on, that you need the extra time? Let us know down in the comments. And if we've given you something to think about, please give us a follow, give us a like, help out the channel, and we'll let you know when we have additional stuff and when those new things are coming out. So that's today's One Take, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good day.